Both these field goal kickers have struggled. Richie Cunningham now 8 for 16. Chris Jackie after 7 for 7 start. Cunningham now 8 for 17, excuse me. Jackie started the season 7 for 7. And he's just 6 of his last 12. From the spot of the miss, the 38. The Cowboys on offense. Adrian Morrell trying to pick the hole. Gets a couple of yards on the play. Pepe Zellner, number 93, the rookie out of Fort Valley State. 4th round draft pick, made the tackle.
The one thing Dave Campbell said they have to do is they have to stop the run with 6 guys. These 6, see, they're in nickel. See all the DBs they have here? Arizona spreads them out with 3 receivers, and they want to try to run the ball, but they're not getting anywhere. They're stopping it. Dallas with 6 guys in the box.
At the 41-yard line, Sanders in motion. Play fake by Brown. In trouble. They've got him. Dexter Coakley got there. Dexter Coakley at 5'10", 230, but plays with tremendous speed. Teams that scouted him coming out of college, a lot of teams wanted to switch him to safety.
Yeah, make him a strong safety with his speed. And his speed is his asset, but he's a fast guy that also likes contact. He doesn't, a lot of fast guys just want to run to the ball. He likes to get up in there and mix it up as well. There was some good pressure by the front 4 on that rush. Coakley came in there and cleaned it up.
6 defensive backs in for Dallas. Cardinals have to get to the 48 for a first down. Brown gets time, and it's incomplete behind David Boston. I don't know if that pass was tipped, but it really was way behind David Boston. Alonzo Spellman put some pressure on Dave Brown. So the Cardinals just have had an inability to get the ball to their 3 big wide receivers. And what a story Alonzo Spellman has been.
If you're going to have those 3 receivers in the game, you've got to get the ball to them.
Scott Player. Jason Tucker takes it at the 13, and he's pushed out of bounds by J.J. McCleskey.
The flag.
Couple of flags in now. 49-yard punt. We'll check out the call here. First quarter was virtually penalty-free until the last couple of minutes, and then the second quarter, there have been several penalties.
We have 2 officials down there without their hats on.
Personal foul against Dallas.
Unnecessary roughness. Number 96 of the return team. Penalized half the distance to the goal. First down.
Joe Avezzano, the special teams coach. Ebenezer Ekuban, the man called for the personal foul, and the Cowboys are pushed back to the 7-yard line.
You take a look at the numbers, whether it's Emmitt Smith or Warren or Chancey in there, they're all about the same, 4+ yards per carry, and it's because of that effect of the awesome offensive line for Dallas.
Robert Chancey inactive today with a sprained ankle. He played well last week against Green Bay. Wants to say hello to his wife. Watching back in Dallas, says he's okay. Be ready to go next week. From the 7, Cowboys. Emmitt Smith. Slipped Rob Fredrickson, and then he's brought down around the 9-yard line. Rashad Swinger made the stop for Arizona. Cowboys scored in the first quarter on an 81-yard touchdown drive, finished off an 11-yard touchdown pass from Jason Garrett to David LaFleur. They have dominated time of possession.
20 minutes to 7 minutes for Arizona. That's domination. And it's all been running the ball. 183 yards on offense, and Arizona only has 24.
The good news for the Cardinals is it's only a 1-score game. Blitz coming. Emmitt Smith takes the toss, squirts through to about the 13-yard line. Again, we saw that toss.
The little toss to the outside so Emmitt can pick up some space. He can set up his blockers. He likes to do that.
I wonder if some of that isn't because of the injured hand, and it's maybe easier for him to take the toss than the handoff. 2-minute warning. Despite controlling the football with 4 offensive drives across midfield, only 7 points on the board for the Cowboys. That penalty on a field goal cost them 3 points. 6 defensive backs in for the Cardinals. Cowboys have to get to the 17. Cardinals showing blitz.
They bring everybody.
Garrett goes down.
Oh, they brought everybody. They left the corners outside, man up, and brought everybody that was up on the line of scrimmage.
Eric Swan had 2 sacks last week. He's in on this one with Rob Fredrickson.
Look at up front here. Here's the down lineman right here, and then all the backers are up here. Kwame Lasser, 8 guys coming up front. They only have 5 protecting right here. Not enough.
You surprised he didn't check off to get some more protection in?
Well, he had the 2 backs back in there. They came up, but they came from the outside as well. He had pressure up the front, in the middle, and they came from the outside.
Eric Swan gets credit for the sack, gives him 2 on the day and 4 the last 2 weeks.
That's being very, very, very aggressive by Dave McGinnis. When you go 0 coverage blitz, just man up your corners outside and say, go guys, we're bringing the house. That's trying to dictate something. That's trying to turn this game around. They know the field position is important here.
Eric Swan still coming back from off-season knee surgery. When he's healthy, he makes that Arizona defense much, much difficult to handle. Toby going 9 yards deep to punt it out. His second punt of the game. The Cardinals have called timeout to stop the clock. They'll get good field position. Matt Cody from the 49. Gets 10 and a little extra. Finally tripped up by Dat Nguyen on the play. 45-yard punt. Good field position by the Cardinals. Cardinals offensively have been under pressure.
Every time Dave Brown has gone back to pass the ball, trying to make something happen with his big play receivers, he's had people in his face. That offensive line isn't holding up for Arizona, and the defense is getting the job done on pressure and also stopping the run when they go nickel and only 6 people in the box.
Now, in case you're wondering about Dave Brown having both names on his jersey, that's by league rules because there's a Derek Brown on the team. We'll get into that a little more.
Things I've ever seen.
3 wide receivers for the Cardinals on first down. Outside and complete to David Boston. And finally, one of the big 3 makes a catch. Deion Sanders covering on the play.
Oh, how about this? How about the fact that they threw to Deion Sanders' side? And Arizona, when they usually play, they don't go over there. They do not go at Deion Sanders.
Don't you think they should?
I think more teams should. I think they just give it to him and they say he's a great cover guy. I think you have to run your offense and spread the field.
On 2nd and 5, Brown with the shovel pass. Adrian Morrell gets down to the 27-yard line. Be close to a first down. Let's see where the spot is. Spellman and Ellis made the stop.
Oh, did Ellis play this night? Watch Greg Ellis. He's 98 up here. Watch him get upfield, and when he realizes it's a shovel pass underneath, watch him stop here and bang, come back inside and get a piece of that play. That's good defensive line play right there. Recognizing, rushing upfield on a pass, and being able to come back underneath.
It is a first down. Morrell carrying on first down. Dances across the 25, and he's pushed back by Alonzo Spellman. Alonzo Spellman has been a revelation for the Dallas Cowboys. Another timeout for the Cardinals. Their second timeout. 1:02 to go. Spellman, as you know, had all kinds of off-the-field problems, was out of football last year, and finally wanted back in and got a recommendation to get back in, and the Cowboys brought him in, and he's been under medication. He has had counseling for what is called the bipolar condition that he has, which has caused erratic behavior. But they say he has been outstanding. The Cowboys support system, led by Calvin Hill, their former great running back, has helped him. Deion Sanders has helped him, and it's been terrific.
Hey, he's no different than half the people I know. He's on medication and he's going to counseling. You know, what the heck? You know what I love about him is he's finally playing like he looks. I mean, you look at this guy, he's just a physical specimen. What a creature. And now he's playing that way, too.
On 2nd and 5 from the 22. Brown working out of the shotgun, has time. And he throws, and it is almost intercepted. Intended for David Boston. Great job by Dwan Hawthorne of tipping the pass, and it was almost picked off.
How about Dwan Hawthorne? I mean, well, oh, yeah, great coverage on the play. Has interception already, being in the right place, and just batted the ball away from Boston at the last second. Had him pinned up against the sideline, using that sideline for some help. turned back and played the ball when it was in the air. Nice job by Hawthorne.
Leon Lett is in for the Cowboys at left tackle. This is 3rd down. They've got to get to the 16 for a first. Everybody out. Frank Sanders gets to the 16-yard line. He's got a first down. Close to the 15. His first reception of the game.
How about that last just surge by Sanders? That made all the difference in the world.
1 timeout remaining. Dave Brown spikes the ball to stop the clock with 37 seconds. And the Cardinals trying to find a way into the end zone to tie this game. Chris Jackie is warming up in case they try the field goal route.
And you've got 37 seconds. You've got 2 shots here. Well, you have a timeout left. You've got 3 plays to go to the end zone if you get a first down.
They've got Morrell and Makovica in the backfield. The 2 wide receivers are to the right. Brown completes it to the tight end, Terry Hardy. He rolls to the 7-yard line. Clock continues to run. And Dave Brown uses the last timeout as Frank Sanders is slow getting up here and looks like he's in a lot of pain, holding his left knee.
They get down here in the red zone area and they try to spread the field. Watch what they do with Deion Sanders. They match him up with Rob Moore. Watch what Deion Sanders does to Rob Moore. He says, go ahead, I got him. He gets a shuck on him on the line, and he's with him. He carries him all the way over to the safety. Dave Brown was looking for Rob Moore on that play, and he never had him open at all.
Frank Sanders got caught, rolled into by his own man, Terry Hardy. And he is still down on the ground, the leading receiver and one of the team leaders of the Arizona Cardinals. What a loss this would be. Deion Sanders is there checking out Frank Sanders. 25 seconds remaining first half. And tremendous concern. Now Frank is helped up.
Hardy goes up, and you're going to watch when he comes down. There's Sanders. Oh. He's very lucky. You know something? You know, you talk about the grass and the turf. Did you see how that foot slid out underneath there because it's grass? If had that been turf, it would be a lot worse than it is right now.
No give in the turf.
No.
Sanders limping noticeably to the sideline. It's 3rd down and about a yard for a first for the Cardinals at the 6. Cardinals 2 for 5 on 3rd downs. Morrell and Makovica in the backfield. The play fake. Brown looking, throwing it away. Nobody there. Moore was on the goal line, but he fell down as he bumped into George Teague.
Here's Rob Moore on the outside. Watch him. Watch him when he comes across the middle. He gets hit right there and gets knocked off his pattern by George Teague. Turned around looking for the flag.
Should have been.
Well, there's a lot of traffic on in there. It's not as if he came up and held him or chucked him. There was just traffic in there. It works just the same way on the offense when they run the pick.
But he threw the forearm at him and bumped him. Jackie for the field goal. Scott Player the holder. 24-yard kick is good. And the Arizona Cardinals have points late in the first half. The cannons go off. Packed house and Cardinal fans pleased with 3 points. We've got the Visa halftime report coming up. The other game that these two teams are interested in, the Giants at Washington, is just under 2 minutes to go in the first half, and Washington leading 10-3. JB, Terry, Howie, and Chris have scores and highlights. Fox Sports Ticker has up to the second stats. It's all coming up on the Visa halftime report. 15 seconds remaining here in the first half. Give me your impressions. What do you think?
Well, Dallas has dominated the football game. But Arizona's still in it. And it's a great situation for them. You know, anytime you're getting dominated, you still have a chance to be in this game. That's a good situation. You go in, you make some adjustments at halftime. You tighten up that offensive line. and you find a way to run the ball when you spread them out for Arizona.
Frank Sanders suffered a bruised knee, and he is expected to return. A packed house, a sellout here at Sun Devil Stadium. There is a task force been set up by the governor here in Arizona to study plans and come up with proposals for a new stadium here.
Well, their own stadium. You know, this is Arizona State Stadium. I mean, they're just, this isn't even their home. This is Sun Devil home. I mean, this is National Football League team. They need a home.
Jackie with a line drive, the bouncer. Picked up by Jason Tucker. Falls forward to the 27-yard line. Taste for human flesh. I think I don't know. The VCR is on. I'll decide whether I want to watch that episode or not. Final seconds, first half. Garrett takes a knee. Time runs out. And the teams head off. Cowboys scored in the first quarter. 81-yard drive, 11-yard touchdown pass. Jason Garrett to David LaFleur. Jackie's 24-yard field goal late in the first half makes it 7-3 at halftime. Pizza. Their top stars, of course, Troy Aikman is out. Michael Irvin is out. Larry Allen out. Darrell Johnston out. But Emmitt Smith back today, and he has been a big factor in the game.
Oh, he has been a big factor. I want you to watch this carry, to watch that right hand. He's always swinging that right hand, and as he falls, he's very careful of where that position of that right hand is. See it swinging, and as he goes down, he always kind of sticks out. He doesn't want it to get caught in between his body and the ground. See, it pulls it up when he goes to the sideline. He pulls it up, but he's been effective running behind that big offensive line. They're knocking people off the ball. They're controlling the time of possession. All they have to do now is find a way to score off of all the time of possession, all the drives.
Well, they lost 3 points because of a holding penalty on a field goal attempt, threw them back 10, and then they missed. But as far as Emmitt is concerned, he's running well, picking the holes well, and he seems to show no trouble handling the football.
None at all. And as you talked about, he's getting it a lot of times on the pitch. They throw the ball to him outside. Little Jason Garrett turns around with a little pitch action. He takes it. So you don't have that thing about sticking the ball in there on the handoff. And it's also setting up some of his lanes. He gets outside and he can look and he can set up the defenders for the cutback, and it's been there for them all day.
83 yards rushing for Emmitt in the first half. Right now, let's go down to the sideline to Kevin McCabe for his report.
Well, I talked to both coaches. Vince Tobin of the Cardinals said he's happy with his defense. Offense needs to be a little more consistent. Chan Gailey, concerned with the Cowboys, said they continue to shoot themselves in the foot with penalties. They need to be more consistent, but he said he's having problems with the Cardinals' defensive blitz package. That's been the difference in this one. Frank Sanders, the knee appears to be okay, but he continues to have it looked at here at halftime. Let's go back upstairs to you guys.
Thanks, Kevin. Big factor in the game is Dallas's defensive work on the three dangerous wide receivers. Rob Moore, no receptions. Frank Sanders, 1 catch for 7 yards. David Boston, 1 catch for 5. And the Cardinals had wanted to throw to these guys and go deep, and they haven't been able to do it.
The reason I feel they have not been able to do that is because the running game is not there. Only 30 yards on the ground. Big difference between this Arizona Cardinals offense from last week to this week, and I think it's the rushing yards that are the problem. Very hard to call an offensive game plan when you can't run the ball, because if you're just going to throw and throw, protection becomes a problem, and right now, L.J. Shelton has struggled. The left tackle, Ellis, has been in there getting pressure on Dave Brown.
Jason Garrett, a steady, if not spectacular, first half, 9 for 14, 82 yards. And he met up with a former opponent of his. Jason Garrett went to Princeton. Tom Yohe is our broadcast associate who played football at Harvard. These were guys that went, and Garrett told us yesterday, he said, man, that Tom Yohe, he was a heck of a player.
He called him the great Tom Yohe.
The great Tom Yohe.
Yeah, with his Howie Long haircut.
See, Tom right there is saying, listen, any chance I could get a tryout with the Cowboys? Jason's going, no. You'll have to wait till I'm coaching before you get a tryout.
Both smart guys, and that Ivy League smartness is coming out in Jason Garrett's performance. When he plays as we talked, he doesn't make mistakes. Yeah. He simplifies the offense. Whatever play is called, he simplifies it to know exactly where he's going to go with the ball and what's going to be there for him.
And what this is doing for him is giving him an opportunity to showcase his talents. He wouldn't mind going to another team with a chance to play more.
You're exactly right. There's a lot of teams that would like him to be their starting quarterback just because of the fact there's a lot of teams in the NFL that don't want their quarterback to lose a game for them.
Mario Bates is deep. Sorry, Bill, as we get set for the kickoff. Toby Goen kicks it away. Bates at the 3. Spins away from one man. Tripped up. Falls forward to the 31-yard line. Good return for Mario Bates as the Cardinals will start the second half on offense. First half, the numbers all belong to Dallas. 180 total yards to just 55.
Look at the time of possession. And for Dallas, that's exactly the game plan they came in with. That's what they wanted to do, but they need to score off the end of those drives. Now, Dallas's defense, Arizona's defense, Dave McGinnis, has really sent them after them. They're blitzing on runs now. They're coming at them all the time when the passing thing, it's working.
Adrian Morrell swings it outside across the 40. His best run of the game. He's out of bounds at the 47-yard line. Morrell did not have a strong first half. 6 carries, 25 yards. This is a good run.
Well, it's the cutback, and they're using Dallas's speed against him. The speed at linebacker. Pittman's here, and he gets a seal block on the outside by Terry Hardy. But see where Deion Sanders was? See where Bennett is? Darren Woodson and the linebackers. They weren't even in the picture because they were going the other direction.
16-yard pickup from the 47. Brown throws on first down and completes to David Boston. And he's tripped up, otherwise it would have been a touchdown. Charlie Williams made the tackle, but Boston is down to the Dallas 23.
Funny how things work a little bit nicer offensively when you get a little run in the game. Coming to the backside of protection where they have man backside. There's one-on-one on the backside, and David Boston gets Williams turned around.
A good return, a 16-yard run, a 30-yard pass play. Morrell thrown back as he approached the 20-yard line. Short pickup on the play. The thing that certainly works on the minds of the Dallas Cowboys is that in 3 of their 4 losses, and all 4 losses have come on the road, they've had a 10-point lead in the second half of games and blown those leads. Here's Dave Campo, the defensive coordinator. In motion, the tight end Terry Hardy. The flea flicker, Brown's got it. And throwing to the end zone for Rob Moore. Was he in?
Yes,
touchdown!
I'm going to tell you, that was a phenomenal job of running that route by Rob Moore. He was covered, he stayed with it and stayed with it, readjusted twice to get open on the side of the end zone. Came from all the way across the field, Sam.
3 plays, 69 yards. Excuse me, 4 plays, 69 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And the Cowboys have to be wondering just a little bit. Chris Jackie for the extra point. And the Arizona Cardinals take the second half kickoff, march down the field and score.
Deion Sanders, look at it, he runs all the way with him. George Teague picks him up. Look at him readjust right here. What a route, what a play by Rob Moore.
21-yard touchdown pass. Dave Brown celebrates.
All right.
NFL Sunday is brought to you by Chevrolet Trucks, the most dependable, longest-lasting trucks on the road.
Big crowd here, over 71,000 at Sun Devil Stadium. A majority Cardinal fans, but there are a lot of Cowboys fans as well. But they are happy as Jackie line drives the kick, picked up by the up man. A lineman, Brandon Noble, the defensive tackle, returns to the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals get them in the exact defense they want. Now with the play action, they're hoping to bring Woodson up. This is a one receiver route. Moore's the only one going to be running the route out of everybody. Max protects up front. They hope to get Woodson to come up. He doesn't. He falls back nicely into coverage. You see they have him covered, bracketed right here. But watch Moore readjust and come underneath. Phenomenal route by Rob Moore.
Cowboys from the 30-yard line with Emmitt Smith and Robert Thomas in the backfield. Jason Garrett, the quarterback. Ernie Mills and Rocket Ismail are the wide receivers. Emmitt Smith, about a yard on the play. Good job up front by Rashad Swinger. The inside men, Rashad Swinger and Jerry Drake, doing a good job for the Cardinals.
You know, these guys are the ditch diggers. Both of them free agents. Both of them have to battle all the grunt. They've got to go up there and play against MacGyver and Stepnoski and Page, and they got to grunt and do all the grunt work on first and second down. And when it comes time for the glory stuff to rush the passer, then they bring him out.
Two tight ends in for the Cowboys. Mike Lucky on the right side. The toss to Emmitt Smith. Picks up the blocks. Bounces it out. Spins away. Beautiful run. A flag goes down as Emmitt is out of bounds up at the 49-yard line. There's a holding call. And it's against Dallas. And that'll negate a fine run by Emmitt Smith.
When they throw it back there, the flag all the way in the backfield, the field, that usually means it's one of the receivers outside coming down inside the block.
Might be a problem with Ron Winter's microphone. Didn't hear the number he called.
Well, the good thing about that is I can't be wrong.
I like the way you analyze it, though. Emmitt Smith has gone to the sideline. Take a breather. 6 penalties on the Cowboys.
Right in there.
And that's the wide guys. Back to the 20-yard line. Chris Warren and Robert Thomas in the backfield. Cowboys have to get to the 40. It's 2nd and 20. Garrett off the short drop, going deep. For Rocket Ismail, and Aeneas Williams breaks it up. Let's see. Did he catch it? And he was in bounds. I thought Aeneas had broken it up. Rocket Ismail with a terrific grab. And somehow stayed in bounds. He's down at the 43 of the Cardinals.
Jason Garrett goes at the one-on-one matchup. Watch Rocket readjust and come back over his other shoulder. He was turned inside. Jason threw the ball down along the sidelines. He had to readjust and come back and catch the ball over his opposite shoulder.
Brilliant catch by Rocket Ismail. 36-yard pickup. 4 catches, 70 yards.
They're going to challenge this one.
Okay. Our first challenge of the game. Chan Gailey. Or excuse me, Vince Tobin buzzes referee Ron Winter. Challenging whether he was in bounds, I believe.
I think Vince thinks the ball hit the ground.
Ruling on the play that the pass was complete.
Yeah, Vince believes that ball hit the ground.
That's close. Wow.
That's a catch. Pulls it in. There's his knees.
Ooh, that looked like the ball might have.
His hands are underneath. There it is. He pulls it in. His hands are underneath.
But look where the ball.
His hands are underneath.
Does the ball hit the ground right there, Bill? Now again.
Pulls it in.
I can't see it there. It must be conclusive evidence to overturn a ruling on the field.
When he pulls it in there, there's possession.
But there's the ball hitting the ground.
His hands are around it.
Well, we're in disagreement. But I think we might have an overturn here. Chan Gailey Waiting, hoping it will be a completion for the big 36-yard pickup. The Cardinals get the word from upstairs. Vince Tobin relies on John Garrett up in the booth.
So he has to challenge his brother.
That's right.
That's getting one on your brother if it goes your way.
Well, they'll be talking about that
yeah.
one.
They're up there ready to snap the ball, and he buzzes it down and tells Vince, go ahead, challenge it. I don't think he pulled that one in.
All right, Ron Winter has had his look. And we'll see what the decision is from the referee. Cardinals are applauding. J.J. McCleskey is on the field applauding.
After review, the ruling on the field is incorrect. There should be an incomplete pass. Arizona is not charged with a timeout. It'll be third down and 19 from the 21.
So the challenge works here. This is ruled incomplete.
I still disagree.
Sorry, Bill.
Well, I know what it is, but I disagree. I think that was a heck of a catch.
It's a great play, no doubt. But it brings the ball back. And it brings up a 3rd and long. 3rd and 19 for the Cowboys. Chris Warren is in the backfield for Dallas. 3 wide receivers in. Jason Tucker, Ernie Mills, and Rocket Ismail. Officials had one more conference.
Please reset the game clock to 11:40. Game clock to 11:40, please. Thank you.
Eric Swan on the field. He has 2 sacks in the game for the Cardinals.
Well, it's nickel. That's when he comes in to rush the passer. I talked about those other defensive tackles who were in there, Swinger and Drake, and they do the grunt work, and then in comes Swan with all the glory. Had some glory last week with 2 sacks, too.
They have to get to the 40-yard line for a first down.
Watch Simeon Rice moving all over the place. In, out, up, down.
3 linemen rushing. Rice rushing from an up position. Down the sideline again, and this one incomplete. Intended for Jason Tucker. So the challenge overturns what appeared to be a Dallas completion. And the Cowboys, trailing by 3, will have to punt. 3rd punt of the game for Toby Goen, who's had a good year. Matt Cody standing at his own 35. Goen's kick is a good one. Cody at the 31. Hit hard as he crossed the 40 up to the 43-yard line. 49-yard punt. Troy Aikman looking on. He hopes to be back on Thanksgiving Day. You eat Thanksgiving dinner late? Well, start early with football. 11:30 Eastern, 8:30 Pacific, the pregame show, and then those longtime rivals, the Bears and the Lions, meet in Detroit. Bears are trailing in San Diego 10-3. Detroit was beaten by Green Bay today, tightening up the NFC Central. Adrian Morrell on first down gets up to the 49-yard line. Pickup of 6 on the play. Cardinals field position has been in their favor.
Yeah, from the last drive, before they scored on the last touchdown. I want you to watch right here. This block right in here and the cutback lane. Nice job up there by that's Lester Holmes and the tackle Clement. They get a push, they get up, and he comes off on the linebacker, and there that cutback lane is. That's the same cutback they had on the first drive.
Frank Sanders is back for Arizona. The pass is batted away, incomplete. Let's check in with JB. Those first place St. Louis Rams are doing a number in San Francisco.
Sam and Bill, they're doing it again. Take a look at Steve Stenstrom. Stenstrom, that is. His pass is picked off by linebacker Mike Jones. Guess what he does? 44 yards to pay dirt. 7th return for a touchdown, most in the NFL. And hey, Giants losing to the Skins right now, 10-6. That in the 3rd. Back to Sam and Bill.
Thanks, JB. Yeah. Bill and I will be in St. Louis for the Rams and the New Orleans Saints next week. Here's 3rd down from the 49. Everybody out. Brown throws outside and completes it to Frank Sanders. He's got a 1st down. Good effort by Frank Sanders, coming back from the bruised knee in the 1st half.
Watch what they do here. First of all, they run Deion Sanders deep, and then they come back underneath. Look at the ground he has to cover right here. In and then coming back out of the slot. That's an easy 4 or 5 yards. Was that, do you see a...
Wait,
what?
Deion.
You see that elbow he threw? That's a chicken wing.
Deion needs to go to tackling school. 1st down, Arizona at the Dallas 46. Brown checking off. Morrell shifts back. Morrell straight ahead, finds the hole, stays on his feet. 1st down across the 35-yard line. And Adrian Morrell, who rushed for only 25 yards in the 1st half, has got 35 already in this half, in this quarter.
Well, and they're getting some separation up front in between the defensive tackles and the linebackers. Watch Graham in here, the center. He's going to get a push, and then he's going to get up. See that push? And then he gets up into the linebacker, and there's the seal backside. Lester Holmes and Clement are walling off the backside.
10 carries, 60 yards for Adrian Morrell, who has picked it up in the 2nd half. Dave Brown checking off at the line of scrimmage. Has time. Swings it out to Morrell. The Cowboys are there, but not before Morrell picks up about 5 on the play. Down across the 30-yard line, Dexter Coakley made the tackle. Cardinals moving the ball well here in the 2nd half.
And the big difference that stands out to me is they're rushing well. And when you rush, which they were unable to do in the 1st half, it sets up the pass downfield. So they're running the ball in the 2nd half, and now they're getting some stuff underneath.
The tight end, Terry Hardy, is flanked all the way out to the right. Now he comes in motion. Morrell cuts it back, and a great job by the Cowboys. Coakley was the first man there, and then Woodson got there to make the tackle. We were talking to Dave Brown the other day. He said Darren Woodson is the best safety in the NFL, and he is the key man on this defense. And that's going a long way.
Oh, yeah. Well, he does so many things. And what's great about him is he's one of the rare strong safeties that can play half the field, that can come up and be an 8-man in the box, and also a nickel. He normally goes to the slot and plays man-to-man. Not many safeties are able to play man-to-man defense in this league.
Have to get just across the 25 for a 1st down, and a play is blown dead. Spellman jumped across. I don't know if he was drawn or not.
Prior to the snap, false start, number 89 of the offense, a 5-yard penalty, remains 3rd down.
Vince Tobin can't believe it. It's against the wide receiver, David Boston. 3rd penalty of the game for the Cardinals. That'll set him back close to the 35-yard line.
Let me tell you this.
Yeah.
There's no way Alonzo Spellman saw David Boston move outside. Okay? Absolutely doesn't happen.
Alonzo has gone to the sideline. Leon Lett has come in. It's 3rd and 10. They have to get just across the 25 for a 1st down. 3 wide receivers in. Brown the pump fake. Puts it up in the air. And it is intercepted by Deion Sanders. His 1st. And he's down at the 3-yard line. The pass intended for Rob Moore was overthrown, and Deion picks it off. Deion Sanders. Well, they challenged him. Deion wins this challenge on the overthrown pass.
And the quarterback is going to pump fake and out. He never bites on the out. Deion Sanders stays deep, never bites on it, and that's where the interception comes up. Deion read that play the whole way, never jumped on the pump fake.
Second interception for the Cowboys on first down. The out pattern intended for the fullback, Robert Thomas. It's incomplete. 42 career interceptions for Deion Sanders with that last pick. Paid attendance today over 72,000. I believe that's a record crowd for the Cardinals here at Sun Devil Stadium.
And a win here with the fan support would be huge for this new push for the new stadium.
That special committee has another meeting. They have to report to the governor by February on plans and proposals. Emmitt Smith across the 5. Short pickup. Jerry Drake made the stop for Arizona.
Drake, Swinger, McKinnon in the middle. They hold their ground. And McKinnon in particular, the middle linebacker position, he's really come on in there. As I said, he does a great job of holding people up when the linemen get into him. He uses his hands so well, gets off blockers.
Here's a big play. Cardinals hoping to hold and get good field position. Chris Warren in the backfield.
They have 3 defensive linemen. You know what that means?
It means that Jason Garrett wasn't sure whether he liked that play or not. He calls timeout.
Airlines, proud sponsor of the NFL and official airline of the Super Bowl. By Bud Light, with a great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down, make it a Bud Light. By Intel's Web Outfitter service for Pentium 3 processor owners, free at Intel.com. And by the motor oil that provides maximum protection. Castrol GTX, drive hard.
Back in the Valley of the Sun, the offensive man, Gailey, the head coach of Dallas, the defensive man, Dave McGinnis, as they play the match, the chess match. Cowboys with 4 wide receivers in. Cardinals have 6 defensive backs. Garrett, incomplete, intended for Jeff Ogden. Tom Knight all over him. Big stop for the Cardinals.
Here they come with a 3-man line, and then they bring Fredericks in as he stays in to pick up the back out of the backfield. But they get a little bit of pressure in the middle of the pocket from Swan. Some excellent coverage by Knight on the corner.
Matt Cody is standing inside the 50-yard line. He's at the Dallas 45.
The field position really in favor of the Arizona Cardinals this whole second half.
Everything's tilted now.
There is no request for review.
Toby Goen.
They can't review that.
Yeah. Toby Goen is deep once again. Second time he's been 9 yards deep in his end zone. Cardinals with a touchdown early in the 3rd quarter to take the lead on the Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys dominated the first half, but only scored 7. And now it's the Cardinals coming on. Going, good kick. Matt Cody backed up to the 27. Just a little wave for the fair catch.
He didn't put that hand up over his head and wave it down, did he? You have to be careful about that one. You can get nailed. I want you to watch Matt Cody and that fair catch signal he gives. He just kind of gives a little hello. See that? You can't do that. You hit him when he catches that ball right now and you cause a fumble, and you cannot do that. It has to go back and forth across his head.
From the 47, but they did give it to him. Morrell hit as he reached the line of scrimmage. Falls forward for about half a yard on the play. Now in its 12th year of providing aerial television coverage of sporting and special events, The MetLife blimp Snoopy 2 brings you these aerial shots of the Dallas-Arizona game. Look to the skies as the MetLife blimp visits a town near you.
And this is the only stadium in the world where we're looking down on the blimp.
That's right. Morrell trying to get outside. Cowboys have him. There's a flag down. Looks like it'll be a holding on the Cardinals. Good job of stretching that play out. Dexter Coakley and Deion Sanders there to make the stop. And now the option to Dallas.
There is no infraction. The action was by the defensive player, not the offensive player.
Okay, so they pick up the flag.
Defensive guys can't make infractions. I like this official. I like him.
All right, the referee was the man who threw the flag, talked it over, and picked it up. No infraction. But meanwhile, the loss is back to the 44-yard line. Brings up third down. They've got to get to the Dallas 43 for first down. It's 3rd and 13. Brown with time. Finds David Boston. Dropped the ball. He may have gotten it back. He did. But it may be
where he
a yard
recovered it,
short of a first down.
Where he recovered it may have not been enough for the first down.
Deion Sanders popped this ball loose.
He looks back inside first, but you know what he's great at? He can do that because he's got that catch-up speed. He also popped that ball loose. And it's not going to be on his forward progress when he had possession, but where he recovered.
It's a 4th and 1, and the Cardinals will punt the ball away. You know, a little upset that the Cowboys did not recover the fumble. Player, it's a fake, and it's a first down. How about that, Pat Tillman? This is something they were working on Friday on the short snap to the protector, Pat Tillman. First down, Cardinals.
Well, you always have the fakes in on your offense. Here it is right here, and when they get this look, you see this odd look here? They block this here, and then Tillman takes it right up there. They block down and out, and there it is. There's the seam, and you always have fakes in. You have fakes, and you have the blocks, but it becomes the head coach's job on when to call it.
First down from the 40 with 3 wide receivers in. The pass too high, intended for Rob Moore. Dave Brown was pretty accurate last week in the game against Detroit. He has been much less accurate in this game.
Yeah, I think he's trying to throw the ball hard. He looks like he's really throwing the ball hard, and it's getting high on him. It's been high, and it's been behind a lot of the time.
There's Pat Tillman, who ran for the first down.
Sporting a new haircut, too.
Sanders in motion. Morrell bounces it back. Gets down about the 36-yard line. Picked up about 4 on the play. Brings up another third down for the Cardinals. Kavika Pittman made the stop. Cardinals will be on the road next week at the Giants. And the Giants are in Washington today in another big NFC East matchup. And Washington is leading 10-6. Second half, the time of possession is turned around in the Cardinals' favor.
Oh, they've been able to sustain drives. They've been able to run the ball, and they've been able to win on third downs. Here's a key one here.
Going all 3 wide receivers on this series. Brown checking off as the Cowboys show blitz. Here it comes. He gets rid of it, and it's incomplete. Rob Moore was bumping with Juan Hawthorne, and Brown was buried by Senghor Mobley on the blitz.
Well, they try to get the protection called so Dave can take a shot at one-on-one. He knows the blitz is coming. He tries to signal protection. Watch Senghor Mobley walk up here. There's the seam, and he gets there before Dave Brown has time to follow through the extension of his arm. The ball obviously thrown short, but they were trying to pick it up to get the matchup outside.
Now player punts it high. Deion Sanders was deep. He lets it bounce, and the Cardinals down it at about the 11-yard line. Mark Maddox was down to cover it.
Look at that face mask the player has. And I asked him about it. I said, why do you even wear one? He said, well, it's a joke. He says, it's all a joke. He said, I always told my buddies back home, if I ever made it in the NFL, that I just wear a single bar. So he wears that single bar. Now, he pulls it down low. It's all the way down below his chin when he punts the ball. But when he runs downfield, do you see how low it is? When he runs downfield to have to cover a punt, then he pushes it back up just in case he has to tackle somebody.
And, of course, he's always hoping he doesn't have to tackle somebody.
It's an adjustable face mask. It goes down, it goes up.
Player is back to Cowboys to the 12-yard line. Emmitt Smith and Robert Thomas in the backfield. Jason Garrett, the quarterback. Rocket Ismail in motion. Off the play fake. Garrett had the ball knocked away. And it's ruled an incomplete pass. The Cardinals, I believe, have recovered it. The referee is signaling incomplete pass.
That may be a challengeable play right there you want to challenge. Simeon Rice came around the corner at the top, and he came on the backside, and it looked like Jason was just winding up when that thing got batted away to me. If I'm Dallas, I hurried up and run a play just so that Arizona doesn't challenge it. You see Simeon Rice working up top against Flozell Adams? No way, that's not a pass.
And the Cowboys get the playoff. There'll be no review. Garrett on second down. Incomplete, intended for Ernie Mills. Kwame Lassiter and Tom Knight on the coverage. And the Cardinals, boy, have they come out of the locker room, fired up team, and they have taken control of this game to this point. Oh, it is a three-point game.
They've kept Dallas pinned down there. You're going to see this pass again. Here's Simeon Rice working on Flozell Adams. He turns the corner, and as Garrett winds up to throw, ball's a fumble.
I would agree with you there, Bill. But no challenge. Ruled incomplete. Jason Garrett is 0 for 6 passing in the second half. Chris Warren is in for Emmitt Smith in the backfield. Low snap. Garrett dumps it off to Warren. Warren across the 20-yard line. And out of bounds at the 21. And it looks like a yard short of a first down. Tommy Bennett, the strong safety, knocked him out of bounds. And I think he's going to come up. Let's see where the spot is.
Yeah, that's going to be short. You've got to get that one.
Cowboys sent on the punting unit. They come up short.
You're along that sideline. You have to know where that marker's at. He's right in front of him. He had the open field to his side. As soon as he caught that ball, he should have been looking upfield to see where that marker was. He gets along the sidelines. He needs that burst.
Toby going deep. Matt Cody back at his 35. Goins kick. Taken by Cody at the 38. And a good return. He almost sprinted away. He falls forward across midfield. There's a flag on the play. And we'll check this out. 41-yard punt. And they're pointing toward the Cardinals. Illegal block. So that hurts the Cardinals, who would have had the ball at the Dallas 49. This will be marked off from the spot of the foul.
During the return, illegal block, number 24 of the return team. 10-yard penalty, first down.
That's on Mario Bates, and it brings the ball back to the 37-yard line.
This may be the worst starting field position of the half, and it's not all that bad.
There's that block, yeah. Knocked down Robert Thomas from behind. First and 10 from the 37. Play fake by Brown. Rolling and running. Up to the 40. Nobody open. Brown sliding up to the 40-yard line. Charlie Williams, the cornerback, was there. Time for an update. Let's go back to the Fox Television Center to JB.
Salmon Bill, a 30-yard reception by Marcus Robinson, set up this 3-yard jump by Curtis Enos. Although the Bears have had 2 touchdowns called back, they lead it by 7. Hey, Salmon Bill, I'm trying to follow your fitness example, but Terry is teasing me, although he's eating Snickers, Bill.
I've heard him making them fat jokes about you. Don't worry about that. You're looking good, JB.
That's right. The two of you are looking good. On the delay, Adrian Morrell. Good play. Greg Ellis was there for the tackle. Dwan Hawthorne has done a good job coming in. Kevin Smith has not returned since injuring his knee early in the game.
There's that defensive line of the Cowboys. You see right there? That was Greg Ellis, who's played an outstanding game today. He just took Lester Holmes and got a piece of him and takes his body away. He's great at shedding blockers.
3rd and a long 4. They've got to get to the 47 for a first down. Morrell and Makovica in the backfield with Dave Brown. 3 wide receivers. Brown flushed out. Nobody open. Ellis was there. He gets away. First down. Excellent run by Dave Brown for the first down. He gets to the Dallas 49-yard line. Dat Nguyen finally took him down. That's a fine play by Brown.
Well, since the onset of this game, Dave Brown has had to scramble a lot. And the defensive backs for Dallas have done an outstanding job all day long of taking away the receivers. That is outstanding. There's no place for Dave Brown to throw. When you come into this game and you look at the matchups, you're thinking, get the 3 wide receivers on the field, go after the banged-up secondary. The banged-up secondary has answered the call.
End of the 3rd quarter. Arizona is leading Dallas 10-7.